Hi, I'm Clyde. I'm from the Spencer Township branch of the Kent District Library. The book I'm going to be talking about tonight is one I've read a few times, and I really enjoyed it. The title of it is Devil in the White City by Erik Larson. The story begins around 1890 and revolves around the city of Chicago, which was chosen to hold the 1893 World's Fair, which is otherwise known as the World's Columbian Expedition, and it was going to be probably bigger than any of the other ones that have ever been held, and it tells a lot about the city of Chicago, but it does have a few main characters that the story gets into. The number of people that are involved in the telling of this story are really stand out. That it's not, you don't get too involved with too many different characters, which sometimes can really make the story quite confusing. This book wasn't like that. The first person we talk about in the book is an architect, and his name is Daniel Burnham. And he was chosen to design and figure out how the World's Fair was going to be set up throughout the entire city of Chicago. So it wasn't just going to be in one small place, going to be spread out. And the other main character in the book was named Herman Mudgett. And he was a con man who had a checkered past, coming from the East Coast. And yeah, he would swindle a lot of people out of money, companies, the same thing, and even morgues out of dead bodies. Burnham went through a lot of problems, a lot of obstacles in the years from 1890 to 1893, and including the death of his partner. And so he had to still get through those things to to have the fair ready and have it open on time. And it was to think of just how big the city of Chicago is, if you've ever been there, how he was designing this and everything, all the time and effort he had to put into it. It's just extraordinary to think about. The attendance and the economy at the time even were a couple of the bigger problems that he faced, and his struggles really to build this fair and truly make it huge and magical are just one of the main topics of the book. Even the newspapers of Chicago and New York were constantly throwing barbs back and forth at each other over how did Chicago get chosen over New York to hold this fair. And yeah, it really truly meant that there's a lot of money that were going to whichever city that was going to host it. So that was just one of the issues they had with each other that really makes up a good part of the story as well. And H.H. Holmes is the other name for Herman Mudgett. And he, like I said, he was a con man, had kind of a crazy background across the East Coast area, worked his way to Chicago, and decided that he was going to have a hotel built, and he was going to pose as a doctor and pharmacist. And he also became what America realizes now as possibly the first serial killer. And he did this in order to basically, attract and kill women. And the hotel that is the likes of something we've never seen before or since. And the book is so descriptive of this whole situation and the time frame and everything around it. It really just comes together nicely. And it's really neat because it involves so many historical characters such as Wild Bill Hickok, Susan B. Anthony, Thomas Edison, and even a lot of the people, if you're familiar with the city of Chicago, a lot of the historical figures of that time and that era there, as well as Mayor Carter Harrison, who kind of has his own fatal story in this book. So the author, Erik Larson, does a great job with his details. If you've ever read any of his stories, he really puts that effort into the historical data, the historical background, to bring these stories to life. This one is no different. It makes it such a good story that even after, years after, they actually even created a bus tour in the city of Chicago that is the same title of this book. I hope it's something you'd be interested in. It's on our core reading list for KDL library, and I hope it's something you would be interested in checking out. And you can be found in the true crime section under Larson. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy it.